It's got a good following.
Our show has a following.
Or that doesn't, well,
It's like 3 of our friends and a couple assholes that get it suggested to them and click off it after 10 seconds.
But not.
Charles,
Yes.
how can you tell if your wife is getting fat? Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. Start again, hang on. Charles, how can you tell if your girlfriend is getting fat?
How?
When she can fit into your wife's clothes.
I'm gonna pray she never sees this. Who are we kidding? Our wives don't watch this show. Well,
Welcome to the Two Gaming Dudes, our best and worst of. It's kind of early in the year, but who cares?
well, there's one thing left this year that could end up making it onto this list, and
Really?
that's Willow. Yeah.
So our best 3 and worst 3
Yes.
of the year. Well, technically, our top 2, and then honorable mentions, and then a worst 2 and dishonorable mentions.
Yes.
And just to keep your interest, we're watching sexy girls playing volleyball.
Yes. And actually, now you're watching sexy girls play
And
volleyball,
probably not listening to us.
but that's okay.
I suspect our first best is going to match.
I don't know. I
got
don't know
Andor.
that it will. I did not put Andor on here.
Really? I'm fucking astonished.
Yeah.
What is your number 1?
Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
Not kidding. All right, so you've got Andor, and I
Yeah.
will agree with you that it was absolutely phenomenal.
It's not
Probably
your
one of
top
the
2
best
either?
things. No, I'd forgotten that it came out this year.
God damn you, Charles.
There's a lot of shit that came out this year.
I think it's the best thing on TV in a long time.
I agree. It really was one of the best things on TV.
And we still have 1 episode left.
Yeah.
We'll be reviewing the last 2 right after this.
So Andor, awesome, and I had to go with Top Gun Maverick because
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it was just so dang good. And I guess, like, as far as like the whole weird,
God, I got to shut these guys up.
you got to
Fuck.
shut the door. That's I don't know what you were thinking. They can.
Shut up! Fucking animals. How do you live like this?
It's not easy. It's not easy, man.
All right, then our number 2 must be...
I don't know if our number 2s are going to match either because we watch very different stuff. When we watch stuff together to review on here,
Well, that's true.
But then we watch very different stuff when we're not together.
Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Oh man, that was really good. I liked that a lot. I did not put that on here, but I do have something very similar to
Similarly
it.
stupid.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Fuck.
All right, why Weird Al?
It was the most perfect way to do a tribute to Weird Al. Perfect. Because doing it as a legit biography of this guy, Al Yankovic from California, would have been boring.
Yes. And funny enough, I was in the theater and I saw a trailer for like the Whitney Houston one that was
Yeah.
coming out. And I was like, oh my
Jesus,
gosh,
look at
it's
those bounce. Look at him go, look at him go, look at him go, look at him go. I'm sorry.
yeah, if you watch
My
like
cowlick. Oh.
watch like the Weird Al documentary and then
Yeah.
watch the Whitney Houston, just the trailer for her documentary that's coming out, and you're
Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air, smack it.
like, oh, it's yeah,
I have
I
no desire to
totally
see
get
that,
it.
yeah.
No, nobody does.
Golly, well, I'm astonished.
But yeah, mine was Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers because it was the perfect sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I guess.
It is not for kids. It is, I don't know. I guess because when I kind of grew up with Chip and Dale,
So it's for the same
you know,
audience,
so yeah.
just grown up now.
It
for
is
the same
definitely-
people, the
yes.
same individuals. Okay.
When you have Chip and Dale hanging out at a Comic-Con signing autographs for people and they're sitting next to ugly Sonic who didn't make it into the movies and he's all like angry and this, how perfect. This is just a great movie.
I don't, it sounds awfully fucking childish to me. But then again, Charles is into some fucking childish shit.
Yeah. All right.
So your honorable mentions, I had trouble narrowing it down to just one.
Me too.
So I gave 2 honorable mentions. Prey
Yep.
and Samaritan.
Yep.
And I probably could have done more because there's actually surprisingly some good stuff this year.
My honorable mentions are Prey and Samaritan.
Hey!
I kid you not.
Okay, great. All right then. That makes me very
All right. So we definitely liked those. And if you haven't seen them,
Oh,
they are great. We
missing
did review them. You are missing out. Prey is a great
excellent film.
It's a great sequel to the first Predator
The
movie.
1984 John McTiernan. Yes.
Yes. I'm distracted now
Nobody's watching.
I
Nobody's
know. I'm
listening to
just
us.
totally
Fuck,
distracted.
man.
And Samaritan is a great callback to classic Stallone violence where he just beats up everyone. It just reminded me so much of Cobretta. All right.
I'm loath to bring up our worst list because there was a lot of shit. I actually had trouble because there was a lot of stuff that I really hate, and I'm still angry about it. But it turns out it was 2021 stuff, like Star Wars
Oh.
Visions. I'm like, oh fuck, that was 2021.
That's okay. I had a ton of stuff that I loved and was like, oh, I loved that. That was 2021.
But it was last year, yeah.
That was last year. Wow, garbage came out this year. Nothing good. And it took me a while.
My number one on my worst list, Miss Marvel.
That's fair. And funny enough, Marvel is in my top because my top number one is a tie between Thor: Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange 2.
I thought about Doctor Strange too. While I didn't hate Love and Thunder. I didn't hate it. Not nearly enough to put it in my worst list. But I can acknowledge that it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And that it's really played out.
It was just so piss poor. And
We went over this in detail. If you care, you can watch the full review of it.
yeah,
But
and
yeah, I understand.
What frustrates me though with both of these movies is these were movies that I went to the theater to see these
Yeah,
because
it was an
I was
investment of
excited.
time.
I was like, I want to see this. I'm very excited. And then I got there. Oh man, what a waste of money. Oh, I'm so pissed that I spent money on this.
What was your number one worst?
Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange.
You
Both
didn't-
of them.
You put them together.
I put them together.
Okay.
That's my number one. They tie.
Because my number two was the Munsters reboot.
Were you expecting that to be like something great
No.
and it just wasn't? Or
No, I was honestly expecting it to be like, all right, it's this cute throwback to the original, nostalgic. All right, that's kind of fun, whatever. But it was not anything like that. It was just
no?
Rob Zombie does not know how to tell a joke at
sorry, he
all.
does
Not
not.
even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
I'm
And
just
you're-
I'm astonished that movie ever saw the light of day.
It really didn't. I saw it and 5 other people saw it. It's still on Netflix. Nobody's watching it. It was so poorly done. So bad. So
All right.
fucking bad.
So mine, and you've never even seen it, so you don't care. But for mine, it was season 4 of The Dragon Prince.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Some people do. Some people watch The Dragon Prince. I was really excited for it. A lot of people were excited for it. We had to wait 3 years for this damn thing to finally pick up where it left off and continue the story. And it was,
What, all
was like-
you and the 999 other fans of this fucking thing?
yes.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I swear this show has a following. It's got a good following.
Our show has a following.
Or that doesn't, well, I
It's
mean,
like 3 of our friends and a couple assholes that get it suggested to them and click off it after 10 seconds.
but not our wives.
They are not part of the fan base. Some of my girlfriends, though.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Since we've made the wife-girlfriend joke already, we may as well continue pulling on that thread. My dishonorable mention,
Yep.
because I couldn't even get through it, Free Guy.
Oh, that's sad. I liked Free Guy.
Fucking garbage.
I enjoyed that movie.
Garbage.
And
Ryan Reynolds just sucks.
Yeah.
He just it's the you can listen to the joke once, maybe 2 times. You can put him into Deadpool and the joke fits.
Right.
But if it's not that specific little keyhole, it doesn't fit. It's just dumb. I'm sick of him.
That's sad.
He's capable of other stuff.
I don't know who you would put in that movie other than Ryan Reynolds to make it good.
But it wasn't him that made
mean-
it bad. It
It was Watiki. I hate him.
It was a stupid movie, and I'm sick of Ryan Reynolds. These are 2 separate things.
But when you put them together,
Oh, then I couldn't get through it. And it's not because I didn't try.
and for me, it was Uncharted.
Marky Mark.
With Marky Mark as Sully? What?
Feel the vibration.
At a bar, get it to ya. Pop out with a truck.
You had Like, the perfect fan cast already existed.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to see Nathan Fillion play this role.
Yes.
And it would have been I mean, he looked just like him.
don't
It was
understand
perfect. And Bruce Campbell as Sullivan. Everybody wanted that. And I'm like, oh my God, what a perfect cast. That would have been an amazing film. Nope. Can't do that. They're not
enough star
super
power.
pop. Yeah, not enough star power. We got to go crazy. Let's get Spider-Man to do it.
The cruel, awful fucking irony is those two guys have enough together of a niche fan base that they would bring in their own hardcore fans.
Yeah.
The movie would have been excellent, and that would have brought in the casual fans.
Yes.
It could have worked.
It absolutely could
It would
have
have.
worked.
Instead, they got Marky Mark and took a shit on it.
Yep. And it was just Marky Mark playing Marky Mark. Like, he's just played himself in this.
Stupid bullshit.
Kind of like he does with all of his movies. He just plays himself. And much like Ryan Reynolds, sometimes that fits if it's going in that very specific keyhole. And it did not fit this time.
I'm glad it flopped.
Are you really?
Yes, fuck them.
Oh, all right. Fuck him.
I hate Marky Mark. I have a personal beef with that guy that goes back all the way to when I was on that stupid show of his Entourage.
Oh, no
Fucking
kidding.
hate that guy. He's an asshole.
I
Fuck
forgot
him.
about that.
Fuck him.
Well, there you go.
There you go. That's our top 3, bottom 3.
I'd actually like to know yours now. So you got to go down in the comments and let us know what was the best thing that you saw this year and what was the worst thing that you saw this year.
More importantly, if you agree or disagree with our lists.
Yeah, I really want to know.
And if anyone out there has seen the dragon finger? Finger bang my dragon, what?
Something about a dragon penis? I don't know.
The fuck ever.
The Dragon Prince.
Anyway, nobody cares. Click subscribe.
All right. We'll see you in another episode. Later.
Oh, God.